Good morning. So, Donald Trump has won the election. It is what it is. And as I said last night, guys, we will accept the results. The people voted. The people voted. And they voted Trump. And it is what it is. So, foreign policy is the concern with him. So hopefully they're cutting the stream out on purpose to cause an issue for me. So we're gonna keep track of that. But yeah, basically remember we want to wish him well in this presidency. You know, we want him to be. We want to tell him, you know, what we want him to do, and hopefully he'll actually do it. You know, so you know the point is he is going to be the next president. So you have to move on. You have to accept it. And you know what I mean? Like, again, just you elected him. So again, remind him what you want, and you know, if things don't change, you know what I mean? Like, remember that, and I just please pay attention to. But yeah, like, you know, again, we want to remember that he won. It's over, and we want to wish him well. We don't, you know, don't be unrealistic. What I think is so bothersome towards realists that look at things for what they are is when people like say that he's gonna like make everything great and like just immediately fix everything, and just stop being unrealistic. Okay, that's what I think a lot of people are saying, and the way they feel is just, you know, like essentially that's all. It's just don't be unrealistic. First of all, has he talked about any of the policies that he actually wants to do? I would love to hear what he's actually going to do. I don't have any slightest clue of any coherent policies that he's actually said he's going to implement. So, again, it is what it is. He is the president. Again, I hope that he does well, but I simply don't know of a single policy that he's going to implement at all at this point. And yeah, I mean, like, I could tell you flat out that Kamala said she was going to stand for, you know, fixing the prices at the grocery stores and stuff like that. And he really hasn't said anything like that. So it is what it is. He is the president. He's gonna be the president. But again, he hasn't said that he really is gonna, like, I for the life of me don't have no idea what he's actually going to do. Any of the policies that he wants to do, there's no, as far as I know, I haven't heard a single credible policy idea that was an actual, like, credible policy idea, like something he could actually do. The no tax on tips, guys, he can't do that. That's a state by state thing. It's unrealistic. It's not going to happen. No tax on tips? All right, so he's going to do it in one state, maybe? In this one area? Yeah. It's not going to affect everybody. It's going to be like this one area. Like the point is, like, again, he is the president. I'm not going to sit here and argue that, you know, he won. It is what it is. But be realistic. What's he going to do? I've not heard any policies, any realistic. And again, like, he didn't do anything the first time. What did he do the first time? There was, like, he got rid of Obama stuff that stimulated the, like, I'm not making that up, guys. Like, I'm not, like, actually, like, making that up. He really did, like, sign a bunch of executive orders. Basically, his first day in office, not basically, his first day in office, he signed a bunch of executive orders, abolishing things that were actually, like, titled, like, economic stimulus organization and stuff like that. He was just getting rid of them because they said Obama on them. And so, like, that's my concern, is, like, things like that, day one. And then, like, it sort of just seemed like he played golf a lot, didn't want to have anything to do with foreign affairs, which actually does matter. And then he, like, created all these tariffs, which actually cost us more money, which is why your stuff is more expensive, by the way. So the tariffs, and also, by the way, the tax that you're on right now, the taxes were the tax plan you're on right now, that's still Trump's tax plan. So just to let you know, the economy that you're experiencing right now was still Trump's tax plan, and now he's elected president again. So I'm just reminding you, like, a lot of this that you're still experiencing was from Trump the first time, and it's hurting your wallet now if you're middle class. I mean, if you're rich, yeah, you're gonna make out great. But I'm just, like, letting you know, like, this is the truth of the fact. I'm not, like, trying to steer you wrong or anything. And flat out, I'm the one sitting here telling you he won the election. So, anyway, be right back. So here's the deal. What you have to realize is that most of the reason people actually vote for somebody is truthfully how good they look in the position. Unfortunately, it's all fastidial, it's all physical. This is what I'm realizing with less educated and less informed voters. So again, it's literally about how people feel when Trump was president. They felt better just because they voted for him. They think he's funny. It's like some TV show to them. That's it. They just felt better. It has nothing to do with what he actually did. People don't look these things up. They don't inform themselves about really anything. That's why it's frustrating to people that do. Because these people just say dumb, simple things. And then what you have to realize is, again, he made it so that he can't be held accountable for anything that he does now. You know that, right? If Trump does something illegal while he's president, doesn't matter. He's exempt. You know they did that, right? Trump did that. Yeah. That's what you got to worry about. That's what's weird. Nobody was calling for that. Nobody wanted that. And then suddenly, Trump did that. Okay. That's it. That's what we're concerned with. Why is he doing those things? Why is Putin staging bomb threats to get states to stop counting votes? Why did Putin take out ads on Facebook the first time to try to swing the election? You guys know that, right? Yeah, Russia affected the election the first time. They took out ads all over Facebook, lying to people, misinforming them. Yeah. Because Russia wants Trump president so that way, again, there's no U.S. interference with NATO. Trump pulling out of NATO is not a good thing. You don't want us to pull out of the allied forces, basically. No. Like these are all bad things if Trump does them and he said he's going to do them. This is why. Just like when he got rid of the Trans-Pacific Partnership. It was a bad thing. And he tried to sell you on it. These are all bad things. Again, he won the popular vote too. Now they're not done counting. We'll see. But again, he won by a lot. It's really weird. Yeah, he's genuinely I mean, again, I hope he does well. I wish him well. He is going to be the president. He did win. But again, he's he cares about rich people. Just remember that. That's what he's caring about. That's what he cares about I mean, he, again, the first time he was president, what did he do? Got rid of economic stimulus things that helped the economy. He got rid of those things. He introduced a tax plan that is now costing you more money. It's still the same tax plan, and it helped rich people. It cut their taxes. I'm just being honest with you. These are the truth. So again, what I'd love to see, what Kamala said she was going to do, is make it so that like a freaking loaf of bread isn't $6 or $8. That's ridiculous. I mean, come on. The tariffs that he introduced, you have to realize that all of the world's consumers, like however many 90% of it, right, is outside the US. You have to realize that him putting tariffs on imports and stuff, that's not a good thing. All those consumers outside the, like, they're just gonna cut us off. We import so much. And then, like, you're saying, well, we need to stop doing that. We need to stop doing that. No, we can't. That's what you don't understand. Like, we can't. It's about the citizens that live here, that want those things, that buy those things, and you then go and vote for the guy that puts a tariff on them and makes it more. It doesn't make any sense, man. Like, it really doesn't. I like how, you know what I mean, like, I like how, you know, obviously I was right, it comes down to PA. It comes down to PA, it comes down to, you know, like those last few states. But I think it's really bad. I think it's really bad for this country and moving forward for people in general as a society. I think that we need to get away from not educating ourselves about politics and economy and stuff like that, because people fear words they don't even understand. Like for example, like I said, I used to go around asking people to define communism for me, and instead they define socialism. They just don't even know what they're talking about half the time, yet they're voting. And like, if you can't even define what communism is, you can't tell me that you understand the importance of preventing the war in Ukraine. Like, you just can't. That's it. There's nothing. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. That is the truth. Because you wouldn't understand it. That's all. Because you can't define it. You can't understand the gravity of that situation. You know, all those bad things in history. Nazi Germany, all that stuff. Soviet Union, all that stuff. That's communism. You don't want that. Okay, this is North Korea, this is Russia, this is China. You don't want these things. These are dictatorships, autocracies. That war was unprovoked. It really, really was. And again, still, they have continued to say throughout the war that if Russia would have ceased fire, it could have been over. That's it. But they never did. They never threw down their guns. They never walked away. So, with our aid, they're pushing them back. But that's the point. Like, imagine if Mexico just started, you know what I mean? Like, let's say they had military strength and they just started randomly invading. You'd expect us to do something about it, right? Like, you'd do something about it. You'd frickin' do something about it. Yeah. So like, this is you have to realize that, like, sitting back from a scope across the world and your, you know, behind your military and stuff like that, you have to realize it's very different. You know, like, where Russia's just right there and they can just roll right in. You know, you don't want that. You don't want Russia to continue expanding randomly and just invading countries and taking over Europe. You don't want that. And for obvious reasons. But Trump doesn't care about those things. That's what you have to worry about. What you have to worry about is Trump doesn't care about those things. Remember, he's going to pull out of NATO. He's going to pull out of the war. And NATO, again, is that treaty, that peace treaty where essentially all these nations help each other to fight against the possible reforming of the Soviet Union, communism, all that type of stuff. Anybody that is invaded, any one of these countries that joins this, that's invaded, you know, that's the idea. We help them. Ukraine had just joined NATO, and Russia invaded. That's what happened. That's literally all that happened. So Russia got scared. Yeah, that's it. So I really hope that Trump realizes how serious that is and stops letting Putin take advantage of him. Because Putin's taking advantage of him. I gotta be honest with you, Elon's probably taking advantage of Trump too. Like, if your best interest is in Trump, help to remind him that not necessarily everybody's on his side. Help to remind him that, like, there's going to be times where somebody is going to try to outsmart him and outthink him, and especially somebody that would stand to gain from him being president and stuff like that while they're invading a country, especially when he's saying that he's going to pull out and stuff. You have to realize that that's pretty serious. And when it comes down to, if Trump is president, World War III is a lot closer to happening. That's pretty serious. Because with the military and stuff like that, if you guys remember, he didn't work well with the generals. He didn't listen to the generals. And he won't. He typically won't. He really doesn't want to do that. I hope he does. I hope he does in the future, but he probably won't. We know how he sort of is. And let's be honest, you can't pretend to know everything about war strategy. I mean, you really can't. You really, really can't. I mean, how many times in history have we been taught that it doesn't mean, a big military doesn't mean anything? It's how you use it. Okay, Vietnam. We learned this from Vietnam. Okay, Just Vietnam, yeah. But you also have to realize, do you remember Hitler? Nazis. You know, I mean, man, they were just spreading like crazy. And Hitler made some really stupid decisions. And then the rest is history. Yeah, I mean, like, literally, Hitler made some really dumb decisions, and the rest is history. And so, pretty sure Trump said Hitler had some good ideas, and I don't like that type of thinking. So, what you have to realize is, and what folks can't, I guess, accept, is this inability to understand that the president isn't somebody that's supposed to be in charge of making sure the economy is good and you know, like, just all these things. They're not really supposed to be for that. You're supposed to elect people in Congress for that. It's just that it's gotten so bad in Congress that we're reaching out and asking the president to handle this, you know, assign people, you know, hire people different when they become president that might help out with these things and stuff like that, you know, because of the high position the vice president holds and stuff like that, you know. It you know, it can help, but it's almost never like supposed to work on a day-to-day. Like, the point of the system, the point of the democracy is that it takes time. The point of all our systems is that they take time. So expecting, like, that's why, like, when you're saying that Biden's like not doing anything to help the economy and stuff like that, well, actually he did do some things. I found out he did do some things, as Obama did, to try to stimulate the economy. It's just that the things that he did take time. So it's so gradual. It's hard to say at this point. So yeah, when Trump's sitting in office, he's probably going to experience the boost from it, which is it's literally what happened with Obama. Trump got very lucky coming off both these guys. They're both very good presidents. And a lot of people didn't give. So Biden, you guys know how everyone wanted Trump to drill for oil here? Biden's actually doing that. Biden actually did that. I'm sure Trump's probably going to try to take credit for that, but Biden's the one actually doing that. He's doing things that Republican voters were asking for. It's interesting. And it's unfortunate that he's like kind of older. Because if he wasn't old, yeah, I mean, like, he was great. Yeah, he was great. But yeah, yeah, for sure, if he wasn't older, yeah. What you have to realize is that, here's the crazy thing, Trump and him aren't that different in age. They're really not. If people saw Trump without his orange makeup, it would change everything. It really would. I really truly believe that. Like, so so much about, like I said, I really feel like a lot of folks just, it's so physical. They just look at the guy and it's how they feel seeing him in that position. That's all. They feel secure about that for some reason. I find it interesting that the same person is in here liking and unliking the stream. Almost like they don't have anything else to do except watch my streams and show how much they like it, but don't like it. Yeah, it's interesting how, like, the person that's doing that actually has so much time to waste that they're here for every stream. Makes you wonder if they spent that time applying themselves and doing something valuable with their time, how they would actually, like, succeed instead of just being here blaming me for their failures. But again, I've gotten Trump won. That is what it is. Just remember, though, there's no policy. There's nothing. There's no plan. Yep. Remember how many times he didn't help out? Remember when all the wildfires happened in California? And California was just burning the hell down? And Trump was like, well, maybe if they would vote for me, I'd help them. If they promise me they vote for me, I'll help them. Remember that? You don't remember that, do you? It's almost like people have Alzheimer's when it comes to Trump. They just they completely forget that he does these things when they vote for him. Oh yeah, he's your Christian vote. Does that seem like the person Jesus would support? Somebody that says, well, while the fires are burning down California and people are dying, wildlife is dying, people's homes are burning down, yeah, I'll just go ahead and tell them I'll only help and offer aid if they vote for me. Trump did that. Well, about time. I just wanted to remind you all of the things I remember and the things I think about when I think about Trump being president again. Those are the things I remember from the first time. I'm just a realist, though. I look at, like, literally what they do. Yeah, I mean, like, if it was another Republican in the position that was doing the job and they're stimulating the economy, I would tell you. I would just be like, wow, they're doing a great job. They're stimulating the economy, yada, 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 blah, 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 blah. What people don't understand is, like, here's what people say. They say, oh, he created jobs. Okay, what you have to realize is that any new administration that comes in and starts doing their thing is going to create jobs. Because they're going to make like new organizations, like they're gonna start signing things and doing stuff. Okay, so like the point is he's going to hire people for positions and they're going to do the stuff. He's gonna go play golf. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? And remember what Mike Pence said. Remember, like what people, his own cabinet members said. Like they were trying like he'd have like a mountain of paperwork on his desk. They were trying to get him to do things. It was like very difficult to even get him to do things. To just like get him to sign things. And then like if he was gonna sign something, they'd have to like. That was why all the cameras were there, and they'd have all these people around, and they'd like make a big thing of it. The only way they could get him to do his job is by making a big TV thing out of it. That's why they do that. Just reminding you of how it works with him and why things are the way they are. I'm just reminding you all this stuff. Just that this is literally the first. This is how it went the first time. I mean, what's Biden doing that you supposedly don't like? Yeah, I mean, like what? Like literally, what is he doing that you supposedly don't like? I hear all these people saying all these really weird random thing about like transgender this and stuff like that, and it's like I have no idea what you're talking about. You're probably talking about again state by state things that like the Democrats in your area are voting for that and you're too stupid to know. Yeah, I mean, like this is the point, is like people don't know. They really are oblivious to government and politics. They're just not educated on it. That was what I started with. You know, like the point is, I really hope we move forward. And truthfully, truth be known, he appointed somebody really terrible as the Secretary of Education last time he was president. Yeah, she was terrible. She was terrible. Terrible. She made education worse. She spent shitloads of money, asked for more. She was terrible. Betsy DeVos. She was awful. Zero qualification. Awful. Again, first time around wasn't great. So I have no idea. I appreciate you in chat, by the way. I have no idea why we voted again for him, but oh wait, that's right. I actually do know. I know why. You don't want to hear it though. I can tell you why everybody came out and voted for Donald Trump this time, but you all don't want to hear it. You know why? I'm gonna tell you. You're not gonna want to hear it. More people voted for Donald Trump this time because they didn't want a woman for president. Yep. Because people don't think women can lead. And that's really messed up. That's it. Unprecedented amount of people to vote against the woman. That's what happened with Hillary too. Yeah. People, and I saw that in my chat too, people coming in saying, like in all cap, they'd be like, I'll be like, normal, normal text. No, nobody should elect a, all caps, woman as president, A, all caps, woman should take her place. And like, no, this guy was like going off. And it's a shame, but it's just nuts. It's nuts that people are this devolved. That we're moving backwards in society. Like the point is, Jesus actually would be ashamed. That's why he ain't here. That's why there ain't no second coming. This is bad. This is the best we can do. What was wrong with Kamala? Again, nobody is ever really telling me what's wrong with Kamala, except that she's a woman. Okay, and Russia's fucking scared of her. Trust me. No, you wanted her. She was qualified. She's in government for a while. That makes her qualified. She knows how it works. She's the Attorney General. And again, to be a woman in that position, she had to, like, work extra hard just to get that position. So you know that she works. You know that she does the job. Tim Walz, great pick, too. Great. He would have been a great VP. Tim Walz was great. Man, I love that guy. That was awesome. Yeah, loved him. He was a great pick, too. What was wrong with that? She's not doing anything now? Yes, she is. See, people want to talk about this whole border thing like it's actually a crisis and stuff like that, because they don't know how the system works. They don't know how the law works. They don't know how sanctuary cities work. They don't know how seeking asylum works. They just want to close the borders, put a wall up. You guys, Germany had a wall too. Yeah, they had a Berlin Wall. Yeah. It's pretty messed up then, and it's pretty messed up now. Why are you trying to tell me that you want to keep Mexicans out? That's so messed up. Anyway, I want to remind everybody that you know, try to maintain professionalism today. Try not to be too crazy. Some people might be a little bit you know, not wanting to hear the "Go Trump" thing. I already just heard it in a grocery store from an employee that said, "Yay, Trump won." And it's the sort of thing where it doesn't sound professional to hear from an employee when you're in the store. So if other people want to nitpick about sitting on a fucking chair versus a stool, then I can sit here and nitpick about an employee not talking about Donald Trump and crap like that. So anyway, just remember, it's just gonna bug some people. That's all. You just have to realize that. And you want to be respectful, so that way everybody feels comfortable. I gotta go. Take care. Remember, Donald Trump won. Respect it. Wish him the best. Tell him what you want. I hope he reduces prices in the grocery stores. I really hope that he does. That's what I would like to see. Price gouging. Please tackle price gouging. That would stimulate the economy and we'd be able to buy things again. Most of us can't even barely afford food. Take care. See you guys.